The United States is continuing to pull troops out of Syria, fulfilling a promise President Trump made during his first term. Officials telling Fox a quarter of U.S. forces have been withdrawn in recent weeks. Our chief national security correspondent Jeffrey Griffin is here in Washington. And how many troops are still in Syria?
Well, John, the U.S. now has about 1,500 troops left in Syria following the withdrawals and consolidations ordered by the Pentagon in recent weeks. That number is expected to drop to a mere several hundred troops by the end of the year. The U.S. has had 8 bases in Syria to keep an eye on ISIS since the U.S. military had to go in and prevent the Islamic State from setting up a caliphate in 2014. A lot has changed since the fall of Bashar al-Assad in December and the reorganization of the Syrian military under the new Syrian government, which was recognized by President Trump on his visit to Saudi Arabia. 3 out of 8 U.S. bases in Syria have now been either closed down or turned over to the Syrian Democratic Forces, the Kurdish forces that the U.S. relies on to contain ISIS. Among the bases closed, Mission Support Site Green Village and Mission Support Site Euphrates, southeast of Deir ez-Zor and Raqqa. They were handed over to the SDF. U.S. troops have also vacated a third smaller outpost in northeast Syria. Thomas Barak, the U.S. Special Envoy to Syria and President Trump's ambassador to Turkey, told Turkish TV Monday the U.S. will only remain at one military base in Syria. Quote, "What I can assure you is that our current Syria policy will not be close to the Syria policy of the last 100 years, because none of these have worked." Ambassador Barak visited Damascus last week, raising the flag over the U.S. ambassador's residence, closed since 2012. He stood alongside the top 2 American commanders responsible for Iraq and Syria. He also met with Syria's interim president, Ahmed al-Sharaa, the former leader of a rebel group once affiliated with al-Qaeda. Despite his past, al-Sharaa is receiving a warm reception as the Trump administration begins easing sanctions on post-Assad Syria. The U.S., John, is hoping to give the new Syrian government a chance to survive economically so the U.S. troops can eventually come home. But there remain tens of thousands of ISIS refugees, many of them the families of ISIS fighters, in camps in eastern Syria where the U.S. is withdrawing from. John?
Wouldn't it be nice, though, if it was a new dawn in Syria? It might help solve a lot of problems. Jennifer Griffin for us. Jennifer, thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.